Welcome to the Worldly Show.
Here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer. And this season's episodes of Voices of the Worldly, featuring the Idiots Unleashed series. Backed by popular demand, these folks bring their own brand of hilarious and outrageous commentary. So please, sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Worldly Show. You're here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer, and brilliant broadcast technician, Mitzi Banks. And yet again, we have a new panel member. This show is getting quite popular with people coming in from all over the world to be interviewed on our local talk show. So let's see who we've got today. We have got yet another new panel member, and apparently this one is a friend of Ahmed, and he comes to us from, I believe, Russia.
Moscow.
Moscow.
My name is Boris.
Boris. Boris. And how do you know Ahmed?
I know Ahmed because sometimes we talk about stuff. We're talking about things that need to get done in Mother Russia. And in turn, I do, favors for him.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're some sort of...
I am a bodyguard. That is what I do.
A bodyguard, okay.
That is what I do on paper. That is what I do.
Associate of Ahmed, and I'm sure most of what you do
We're
is
just going to stay with bodyguard.
Bodyguard, okay. So you travel around with Ahmed then, is that right?
I don't usually travel with Ahmed. I usually do my own thing, and sometimes it's weird. We'll be in Moscow, and I see Ahmed, and then a couple of weeks later, I'll be in New York City, and wow, there's Ahmed at the cafe. It's that kind of thing. Huh?
Oh, you just kind of run into each other.
Yeah, it's strange, huh?
That is strange.
Very strange and odd how you see the same person on the other side of the world.
It really is.
And then one time we went to Dallas, and there's Ahmed again. It's crazy.
Huh.
Interesting.
And that is. So, other than this bodyguard thing that you do, how is it that you, run into him in the same places?
Maybe it's fate.
Fate. Okay.
But I must say that nothing distracts Boris more than beautiful blonde tall women.
Well, I'm sure they have tons of those in Russia.
They do, but many of them miss their teeth. I like the ones that have all teeth. And Boris has money, and I have right to be picky.
Oh, right. You can pick and choose who you like. So,
most women, last time I checked, come to Benjamin Franklin's, yes.
Though they like Ben. So they like Ben and not Boris.
They like both. Boris win them over by end of night.
Okay. Well, you sound very confident in yourself.
I am very confident because not many people tell me otherwise.
I'm sure they don't.
Do you know what I mean by that?
No, I most certainly do.
Some of them do try to tell me in person things, and Boris disagree. And Boris find their own way to handle situation. Boris use particular tactics. So that way, people, they conform by end of talk.
Okay, well, I don't want to be one of those people.
You probably do not,
no,
because
I do not.
security guard and building no help you.
No,
Boris would have conversation, and it goes Boris' way.
I'm certain it would. And
it would, yeah.
No, I'm not going to contradict you. I just like to ask you some questions, if you don't mind.
That's fine. You can ask questions. Please ask.
Do you drink vodka?
Typical Russian question.
Right.
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you have a favourite?
No, I do not.
You do not. So, something Russian-made, I'm guessing.
If it's over 90 proof, Boris, try it.
So, you like isopropyl alcohol?
Sometimes. I was born in Russia.
Pure poison.
Let's be honest about that.
Have you, feel free to, decline answering any of my questions, but have you ever been in any of the prisons that they have over there?
That's funny. Boris avoid prison because he has conversations about that too.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed you.
Boris family is very powerful.
In
Boris
Russia.
Boris was not born poor. Boris have good life. I have good mother, good father. They take care of me. And father used to have conversations with people too that disagree with him.
And that's how you land.
That's how I learned that I have conversations too.
Okay, well, so
Yes,
you
and
basically inherited.
I inherited the right to have conversations with people. But it's funny. Boris grew up to be pretty big. I didn't actually need that too much help after the age of 21.
So you handled it all yourself.
I handle most things, and now that I'm adult, I handle all things.
Can you tell me what that tattoo means?
That tattoo means circle of life. Boris, do not tell you what tattoo means.
Okay. Well, thank you. Circle of life.
I tell you what tattoo means.
Okay.
A tattoo means that when I speak to you, you listen.
I believe you. Oh, okay.
A tattoo means that you listen and you comply with what Boris say.
Okay.
And if that does not happen, then,
Right. I don't know,
I guess
actually. I
somebody
don't want to know.
have a bad day and,
Right,
they
right.
don't have many chances to get their own tattoo.
Are you married?
But I am married. Yes, I am. I have beautiful bride. She's a good woman.
Good woman. And what's her name?
I cannot tell you.
Oh, okay. Do you have children?
I do have 2 children. They have the whole family in Moscow.
Everyone's still in Moscow.
I take good care of family, and certain people ask me not to do things, and that way family stay safe.
Right.
So there's sometimes that I do compromise, because sometimes you have to, because you can take care of yourself, but you cannot always take care of family who's half a world away.
Yeah, I imagine that would be quite a challenge. So what brings you to the United States this time?
I'm in the United States this time to go sightseeing. I hear that Universal Studios has new ride. I go see.
Oh, you're here for Universal Studios.
That is right.
Oh, okay.
Do you actually believe what I just said?
You know what I told you? I'm
You
not
should
going to
not believe it
contradict.
because that's stupid.
I am not going to contradict.
You don't have to contradict. Just answer my question.
Yeah, yes, whatever the answer. Yes. Or no,
I
whatever
do
it
not
is you need me
think
to
that
say.
you believe that I come all the way here to go on stupid
I kind of thought you might have been
Did
coming
you know
to
that
Disneyland.
it costs $60 to get the Universal Studios?
Is
When I
it
come here,
$60?
when I come here many years ago, it's only $20, and then I come
Oh,
back. It's like communism in the United States now.
Right, well,
You go to Disneyland, you have to give part of your arm.
Yeah, I've had. You got to donate blood or something when you
So
go there.
I don't contribute to machine, huh?
Oh, okay, you're not part of the system.
No, I do not pour into system. Boris do one thing. I go out, I eat food, I go talk to people about the things that need to be talked about. We have conversations. Conversations sometimes lead to, sometimes, little, sometimes we have little friendly boxing matches, huh?
Oh, so you're a boxer.
I do pretty well at that, too. It's funny, though, is that the competition is not allowed to get up after I hit them.
Well, that's not really competition then, is it?
It sometimes makes me a little upset that I hit and they no move after. Right?
And then it's like just over.
I kind of hope that they
all
try.
the challenge is gone.
I kind of hope that they try to fight back, and
But no.
they play dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Funny thing is, I don't always hear what happens to them.
I'm sure you don't, and if you did, you probably wouldn't care. But let me ask you this.
That's not true. I cared about people's feelings.
Okay, I totally get that.
Of course you do.
We've been talking to some of our panel members here on the Worldly Show about their views on the upcoming presidential race. Do you have anything to say about that?
I do not have much to say because United States President inferior to Mother Russia.
Oh, we're inferior.
Yes. It does not matter what happens.
You're just going to do what you're going to do, and that's that.
No, it just Russia knows that the United States superpower, but when was the last time you see United States invade Russia? Huh? It doesn't happen.
Right. Well, Russia has plenty of their own
Do you
problems.
know why? Do you know why?
Tell
that
me why,
Russia
Boris.
not invaded by United States?
I would love to hear why.
The United States forgets that Russian soldiers train 365 days a year, every day, even on Christmas.
Even on
Christmas.
Wow, that's dedication.
No, that's just what they do.
I think there's nothing else to do over there in some of those parts.
Some small countries get taken over by the Mother Russia, and everyone else just stands back and does nothing.
Yeah, I guess.
This is what we do to toy with the United States.
This is just to kind of show us what you can do.
No, we always do. And nothing happens.
Okay.
But when the airplanes get blown up, borders take on notice of that.
Did you have something to say about the recent Russian
The borders
plane?
think that was grave mistake, and the bad people find out soon why.
They will find out.
They find out why. Because there's something about war that you must understand is that war, if you start it, it will follow you back to wherever you came from.
I see. Well, I'm not an expert on war, so...
Boris is expert on war. The Boris
Apparently.
tell you that I am simple, humble bodyguard, but I somehow have opinions about these things because they're important to Boris, and the bad people will find out soon about what happens when they get circled. I try to get Ahmed to understand the points, but he disagree with Boris, and because he valuable friend of Boris, he allow him to have opinion.
Oh, you allow him? Wow, I bet he really appreciates that.
Ahmed does not care as long as he gets his money.
Right, yeah, he is definitely interested in his money.
So, it doesn't matter what I say.
But, Ahmed is Egyptian.
Yeah.
And,
Egyptian,
that
yes.
plane was leaving Egypt and heading back to, I believe, St. Petersburg. I'm not entirely sure. So I know when I went to Egypt, the first language in some of those resorts is Russian, and then Arabic, and then English. So I'm guessing you do have quite a close relationship.
Yeah, we go back a long time. We talk about, things that matter.
Do you have any businesses in Egypt?
No.
Nothing.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
It's third Reich country, no reason to go.
Well, they have lots of reasons to go, mostly.
Yeah, that was back in the 1990s.
They've got the pyramids.
That doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
You can't even go see them.
Where's a good place to go? Can you recommend us a place that we might find interesting?
I'd recommend that you come to Moscow to see the motherland.
Moscow?
Germany is nice too.
What time of year should we go?
Not in the winter.
No, not. I would think it would be quite cold.
No, the American souls cannot take Lady
No, I
Russia.
agree with you. That's why I'm here.
They're
I
in the
can't
heart
take the
of
English
winter.
winters.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, no, I can't imagine it any colder than it already gets. So,
but I think I must get going soon because friends send me message saying that it's time for a meeting.
oh, okay. Well, Boris, it's very nice to have met you. To get your unique perspective on things.
It always makes me happy to see blonde.
Well, I'm glad I could accommodate you, and hopefully you'll come back and tell us about your.
I think that it's very possible that maybe Ahmed and me have show together. Huh?
I would love for you guys to be on the same show. I think when he's not being taken away by helicopter, that you guys can...
I think maybe later on we both be in studio at the same time and take risk.
Take a risk, yeah.
Take
I don't know if you guys want to be at the same place at the
because
same time.
it's very clear that he left before I came tonight.
Yeah, he was taken away by helicopter, I heard.
Right, yes, a helicopter.
Did you arrive by that helicopter?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I took taxi.
Taxi, okay. Okay, well, you guys
Since I do not live here, I do not have car.
Oh,
Makes sense, right?
Right. Taxi or Uber. Maybe take Uber.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alrighty. Okay, Boris, well, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you and perhaps Ahmed together next time.
Praise the motherland.
Okay, thank you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Boris from Moscow, Russia. I found him to be a tad sexy, if you don't mind me saying so. So hopefully we'll see him again soon. And that is today's show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Voices of the Worldly. Please note that any opinions expressed here are strictly those of the panel members and do not necessarily reflect those of The Worldly Show or its host. Further, all characters are fictitious and do not represent any real person living or dead. See you next time.